I see
That's
someone
such
wants
a
to drop.
big fursuit.
Someone wants to drop a story into the chat. Kelly, would you like to read a story to us?
I would love to. I don't know how to do it, but do you do narration and dialogue like as separate people, or is it one person takes all?
I don't know why they send it to just me specifically. Let me. I'll drop it in the general chat.
Cheers. But yeah, I feel like we should do a collaborative read.
We could do that. Let's see what the story is.
But okay, so if we do that, Kelly, you have to use your best American accent.
Ooh,
Oh,
I like
fucking hell,
that.
Jesus!
And we'll do our British
I
voices.
can't. I'm actually really bad at American.
Do like a Texan accent. That's the easiest parody.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Georgie Bush.
I do not.
Hell yeah!
Excuse me.
What?
I literally can't hear. I can't hear my over my nose.
All right.
Texan
so
accent.
good.
I'll look it up.
Kelly,
It's so good.
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
I am not a crook.
I am not a crook.
Close
I
enough.
like how you mix Nixon with Bush, though. It's like,
Yeah.
Nixon is different. That's, I am not a crook. It's very like,
Let's see, so when you say I, you don't say I, you say I.
I am a law-abiding citizen.
it's getting there, but it has just the right amount of twang. I like it.
I am a law-abiding citizen.
And I will not take your crap.
And I will not take your crap.
Yeah, crap. That's I can't. Crap.
It's my family has a little twang, so that's why I pick it up.
Yeah, that's cool. I think I've slightly got it. It should be good enough to get through a story.
If you need me help, I will walk you through it.
Yeah, you like whisper me my lines.
I'm trying to
like,
see what the
"Right,
characters are. I'm not seeing a clear delineation on who's saying what, but I guess we could like take turns until we figure it out.
But like on that first page where you've got the A with the oubliette, I don't know what the fuck two dots are. Just sounds really German. Just like is something wrong, my dear?
Oh, you mean the umlaut?
Yeah, umlaut. That's it. Yeah, umlaut. Yeah.
This seems like a ship fic between Princess Luna and Rally Flag, whoever that is.
Yeah, whoever the fuck that is. I to be honest, like the princesses are my favorite character. So if we can get something with them in it, I'll be.
I think you should read for Luna then, and I can read.
Yeah.
Or Needle can read for Rally Flag. We could take the mentally advanced series approach of just switching the genders of all the characters.
Yes. Yes, you're onto something there. Okay.
I could be the narrator. I don't know. What kind of voice you want for a narrator, chat?
Unless Chaos, as you're here with us, do you want to be the narrator? I don't know what your voice sounds like. Sorry, but we can give you a shot.
Chaos is just quiet.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I could do it like Obama.
Just in case, I want to make sure everyone's like involved.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I've heard Chaos talk.
But
oh my god!
yes,
yeah.
Please
yes.
no.
I could try, but I feel like it would override the rest of the story.
Just save my ears and save ears. You're gone.
We want a bit more podcast for that's it's always got to be a closer because then I'm get wear down.
Godfrey die, Sky.
Actually, I think narration should be normal voice, and then all the character voices will be weird ones. That makes more sense to me.
A drunk Hank Hale. See, I like the idea of Luna being your interpretation of a George Bush voice, though. So
yeah,
I don't know if we want to double up on the Western. Do Churchill Dog? Churchill
Oh
Dog.
fuck! So I've got to listen to the voice.
Is that a character? I don't know what Churchill.
Oh yeah, the Churchill Dog advert. Yeah. Oh yes, that's it.
What?
Yeah, no one's seen these adverts. It's a British thing, but yeah, Churchill the dog.
Oh my
man.
gosh.
It's a thing.
He does
apparently.
car insurance, I think. He with direct
He
line.
does car insurance.
Yeah.
You did not storm the shores of Gallipoli for car insurance commercials. That is sad.
Gallipoli.
Yeah, it's slightly
oh my
northern
God.
British.
Do the whole thick and president voices. Well, I'm
What the fuck
unquestionably
is
going
this
to do the
video?
Obama then, because that's apparently the best president voice I can do.
That's actually not bad. Good job, guy.
Oh god.
It's
That's so fucking funny.
it's a gift, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't terrible. Oh, this smells like
Oh,
gas.
yeah.
Fuck.
And Kelly's. Oh my god.
Sorry, I've been so distracted
Does
by the
someone want to
Churchills.
do a Clinton? Clinton's always fun. I did not have sex with that woman.
I did not. I did good cooking that girl.
It doesn't count because I couldn't fit in there when the cigar.
She
So it
just
doesn't count.
sucked my dick.
Y'all can say whatever you want. I got a blowjob in the Oval Office and it was awesome.
Trump? Oh my god, who's gonna do Trump?
I don't know. I can't. I
Shit, how's the
tried.
voice
It's
even
awful.
go? I can't even hear his voice, to be honest.
We don't need to include him. We can do the old fashioned voices, slightly less controversial.
Yeah. We just do general, courses of the country kind of accents. Southeast, north, and west.
Oh my god! Someone can do a Kennedy if they want. Chowder, chowder. Okay, should we actually read something, or just
Yeah. All right, so
yeah. So how do we break this up? It looks like it's it trades off on the characters, so it's Luna and then
Where are
Rally
you
Flag.
showing?
So who's who? What do you want, chat? What you've heard our voices. Who you assign us to characters? There's a narrator and then Rally Flag and then Luna. It looks like. I'm trying to see.
Where
Okay,
are you
Celestia does
sharing-
pop in at some point
Where are
Sweet.
you sharing the thing?
on the main general chat.
I don't see it.
It's the
PDF.
last thing I posted.
Oh.
It's 107.
Try the true story of Nightmare Moon version 1.1.pdf.
Thank you.
They're saying
Yeah,
Obama
that's
for the
nice.
announcer.
Oh yeah.
Well,
That would be
we
good.
can do that. That would be my patriotic duty as an American.
That's good. Yeah, I'm with Obama. That's my vote.
So wait, who am I? I'm reading Rally Flag.
As
Yeah, I
as
think so.
Clinton. That would be great, actually.
I mean, as a Southern accent.
I mean, it's not exactly Southern. It's more like just Bill. They're like, "Hey, Luna, you're a pretty nice
can't
moon
read.
horse.
I need an email.
Hey, Luna, do you like cigars? I got some nice Cubans that would be right up
In
your
my-
alley, so to speak." Kelly, Luna, Churchill dog. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Churchill dog, yeah. I think everyone wants Churchill dog. Oh yes.
And
That's
then
rough,
Needle,
yeah.
apparently you are being assigned to do Bush.
Bush.
Whatever your Southern-ish accent that you were doing
My Southern-ish.
for Rally Flag.
Mm.
That sound good? Should we just try it and then
Yeah, let's
change
try
on the
it.
fly?
Right and find out.
Yeah, so just quickly, that first excuse, but that's Luna, yeah. Because it doesn't look like it should be, but yeah. Or is it not?
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Yeah,
Everyone
okay.
got the PDF open?
Yeah.
This is for the story. Sorry, this is I can't cross the streams. This is for the story Damn it! It's like half of Clinton now. Contest of God damn it! No, I can't keep them straight. Obama.
You've broken Sky.
For the story contest of a Boss Snickrot, I hope you like it. Try the true story of Nightmare Moon's End. It was on a nightmare night that Princess Luna and Rally Flag had a date together. He was a little nervous because he knows that this special night means a lot to his mare friend, but why exactly he couldn't even imagine. As she comes out of her chamber, he saw something around her wonderful neck. It was a chain of pure real silver and a pendant containing a pure white diamond in the shape of a teardrop. Both are radiated in a little light coming from the stained glass windows as bright as the full moon itself, which was shining in the night sky. As they were both on their way to the gates of the castle, his eyes wandered again and again to the pendant until he could no longer hide his curiosity.
Excuse me, dear, but...
Luna smiled at him, but it was a sad smile.
Is something wrong, my dear?
Rally Flag asked again. Luna sighed.
Oh, shit, it's me. I can't get a fucking voice. My dear, fuck, I'm doing something. Jesus, bear with it. It's too many American accents.
Crawling in my skin.
My dear Rally Flag, have you? Fuck, that's so fucking American. What have you guys done to me? I can never do an American accent, and here I am, can't British one.
Your normal.
I think I'm just going to go for whatever the fuck comes out of something. My dear Rally Flag, have you ever heard of the story of the dark pony called Nightmare Moon?
I thought you were supposed to do the Churchill dog.
I can't fucking do the Churchill dog. Yeah. I need a break in the dialogue and Churchill. And then I'll be back with you. Yeah.
Sure, it was that mad alley with the power of the dark side of the moon, which tried to destroy our kingdom and nearly killed you and Princess Celestia before she could be banned to the moon. It was with the power of the Harmony Stone. But after 1,000 years, the seal was broken and he came back. My fellow guard ponies, my fellow Americans.
My fellow Americans.
My fellow guard ponies were not able to stop him, and that shame lasts on us since last night. But then there was Twilight Sparkle and her friends, who used their power of friendship and banned the evil might for all time to the underworld, leaving only the body of a dead brownie.
Oh.
with a strangely peaceful expression that no one can tell us.
Meanwhile, they were at the castle gate, walked over to the bridge, and straight toward the town, where all the ponies celebrated the Nightmare Night. Luna sighed again.
Oh, hell.
Oh my gosh!
But this was only the official story. That's no funny. Anyway. There is much more behind this as any pony except me, my sister, and Twilight Sparkle should know.
Rally Flag looked over to his beloved Alicorn princess, a requesting look in his eyes.
Oh, is that me? Shit. Do I ever have told you? Fuck, baby. Do I have ever told you of my very friend and love, my dear Rally Flag?
This came out totally out of nowhere for him.
I thought I was the first love for you.
That's a good one. That accent was so.
You all sound like a couple of backward-ass hicks, if you ask me.
Exactly.
He lowered his head in disappointment at the backward-ass hicks. As Luna saw this, she put one of her wings around his flank and snuggled up to him to comfort him.
Silly dear. You wasn't my first love, true. But you are here for me now, and that is what matters.
No, what matter? Not what matters. What matters?
And that is what matters.
I lost my place. Where are we? She kissed him on a snout, and as she saw that he was okay again, they go on a walk to the town, and after a while, Rally Flag asked,
And where was this first friend of yours? Bitch.
Okay, I've got it on screen.
Guy's lost his place.
Luna saw up to the moon, but her eyes don't see his majestic image, but looked far, far in the past.
It is Little's long and sad story that's been gone long time before. At the time, I was a little silly myself, and my sister had shown me the first time my power to raise the moon. It was hard for me, but she supported me for me. She supported me and was there for me. In this special night, I had become my cutie mark.
I had become my cutie mark.
Exactly.
She raised her right wing to show him what he already knows how it looks like.
What he already knows.
Yeah, we know it's shit. We know.
Can I get my translator in here? I think something might have been misplaced.
After that, fuck, I really can't get the church of.
You need a cigar. You gotta have that smoker's lung.
There it is. Fucking hold on. I need something big to stick in my mouth.
Kelly.
All right. Okay.
See, now this is method acting. You gotta put that long rod on the side of your mouth so it sounds like a good Churchill.
After that night, I've got a thing about skull, but I still can't fucking do that. Anyway, like 2 seconds, I'm going to get a Churchill advert up so I can hear him going, "Oh, yes.
Just put a banana in your ear.
Yes.
Ear?
Yes. Oh, yes. That is what we will do. Yes. It is a long little story and a sad story that has begun long before. Wait, shit. After that night, I had gone every night to my sister's chamber and asked her if she likes to see the moon rise with me. But most of the time, she was spent from her daily duties and had no time for me. At this time, I lay most of this nights alone in my chamber and cried. Oh, yes. I was so lonely and a little frightened too. But in one night, he was there on my window, an alicorn coat of purest white, but with deep red eyes.
Previously, in the past, I think this is Luna.
Oh, is it? Okay. I'm going to a girl voice now. Why? Why she has no time for me? Why any pony doesn't see my beautiful stars and my silver moon and sleep all the night?
You sound like Her Majesty the Queen now.
Good. Yeah, that's. Don't they know how hard it is to raise them and bring them to sparkle?
Luna lies in her bed and cries into her pillow.
I think they know. Oh shit, wrong person.
I think I'll do that because it's the new person. I think they know.
And now Scootaloo is in the room. And a voice out of nowhere. Luna jumped in her bed and nearly falls out of it. Her heart beats like she has flown at high speed over 100 miles away from the small filly who can't fly at all.
Who is there?
A head comes through her window. As I took a bite. It was the head of a unicorn goat, his fur so white, like the light of her beloved moon, but its eyes as red as the feathers of her sister's phoenix friend.
Oh, no, different person. Go.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I heard you cry and was curious who it was and if I can help.
He fucking climbs a castle tower and goes, "Who is this?" Oh my god.
Ready to bust through your window. Make
Yeah.
sure you're feeling okay.
Totally a stalker. Absolutely peeping Tom.
It's not creepy.
That was with something in my mouth, by the way.
It was nothing. I just wanted to make sure that your moon was still as glorious as it has always been.
Wait, what?
That was ad-libbed.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the stalker in the room. Like, oh, I'm just checking on your moon. Okay. It's a butt joke. I think it's Kelly's line.
Where have we done the me? I'm the son of.
Where are you?
Yeah, I didn't hear you say, where are you?
I didn't
What do you mean, where are you? Oh, yeah, where are you?
What do you mean, where are you?
Where are you?
She
Oh, no,
asked.
sorry, it's a little bit shy. Sorry, I've got to say that shyly. Where are you? There you go.
She asked a little shy.
Wait, where?
You.
Shouldn't that be who?
Yeah. No, carry on.
Oh God, ghosts
Me?
again.
I am the son of the Royal Guard, Silver Stripe. My name is Crimson Eyes. I think you can see why.
Indeed.
She answered.
And you are?
He asked.
I'm Luna.
Little sister of Princess Celestia?
He looks deeply surprised.
Yes?
Then sorry I disturbed you, Your Highness. I think I will go now.
As he retakes his head from her window, she calls out.
Wait!
A moment later, he was there again.
What is?
What is?
Oh, yeah. Why aren't you sleeping to this time of the night like the other ponies? And why I have never seen you around the castle before?
That's a little tricky to answer. As you can see, I am an albino pony with a really rare type that is born only one time every 100 fold.
That's not fucking rare. That's jeez.
That's actually quite frequent. Quite frequent. If it's one every 100 folds. If you said one every million, then it would be much more.
Exactly right.
Or so it was told to me. But that's not the only reason I am awake now, and you haven't noticed me. I call myself a child of the night because I have some sort of allergy to the sunlight.
I can't take that spicy sunlight.
That's strange. I've never heard of such a disease before.
It's not as common as other sicknesses, but sometimes a baby or brownie is born.
Those damn brownies.
Is that supposed to be brownie?
I don't know.
I think so, yeah.
That have this disease. Normal sunlight can burn our skin very bad in only some minutes of unprotectedness.
I want to read this
and
in
our fur will smoke and fall off. The healing takes a very long time, and only the moonlight doesn't burn. I think this is how the legend was born of vampire ponies. But I can calm you. I don't suck blood or something similar like Dick.
Patrick Bow Wow. He chuckled, and Luna did too.
You said we and us. Are there other ponies like you?
At least 100.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. But it's a surprise for me if I was the only one.
And you really like my moon and the stars?
As she asked this, she became a little red in her face.
Ooh.
Sure.
He answered without a second thought.
They are beautiful, as I said. This is the only time of day I can come out to play and see the world outside my dark chamber, where I hide from the sun. My parents aren't so proud of this, but my dad says, if I will be old enough, I can become a night shift guard. You must know, my eyes can see better in the dark as in the light. I train very hard to make him and Mom proud.
I see.
She said.
That remembers me. Maybe I should go back to my training. Will shelter me for being lazy.
I want to read this in the Garfield voice so bad. That remembers me. I should go back to my training or Dad will shelter me for being so lazy.
Wait, please, will you come back?
If you wish so. Maybe you can ask your sister, Teeny, if I have my training. And after that, we can hang around for a little.
That would be lovely. Okay, I will ask her.
Fine for me then. Or fine for me. Then I wish you good night, my princess.
He bows his head and his other head and disappeared into the night.
Fuck. Hard.
Back to reality in the present.
All right. We both grew up together. Oh, yes. We both grew up together and became good friends. And as he has said on his very first meeting, he had done his best to become a royal guard, like his parents, and was for some time the leader of the night shift, and my personal guard too. But the strange on him was he hasn't had a cutie mark all the time. As I asked him over this, he said he hadn't found something that would determine his fate, and he'd only show himself if he has find it. I had asked my sister over this, and she mean that this was one and most uncommon possibility to become a cutie mark.
She looked at her own ass as well as Rally Flash.
Wait, what? Oh. I was like, wait, did it actually mean something else?
How was the story again? How you have become yours, Rally Flag dear?
Rally Flag blushed.
I think I've told you this before, but okay. In short, I shouldn't be a royal guard right now. More, I should work in my father's office in a life that I not wanted. At first, I see your sister on this parade and speak with her on that after party. I made my decision to become a royal guard. My parents, fuck you. My parents was both strict against it, but someday, as I had the chance, I grabbed it. There was an announcement that one of the royal guard would make some sort of summer camp in the wild, and that all fillies and colts that like to come and join him. To this time, I hadn't a cutie mark, you must know. My parents forbid me to go to this camp because I should learn more. But that day the tour started. I had prepared all for a sneaky escape from my home, and lucky to me, my parents and my sister wasn't at home to this time. Had written them a message and sneaked out of the house through the back entrance.
Why this?
Luna wonders.
My mother has told the neighbor pony, a granny that was called in her youth Ranja the Red, but then only known as Granny Red. What the hell's a Ranja?
No clue.
That she should have an eye on me and call my mother if I tried to leave the house. Lucky for me, she was most of the time on her balcony in front of her house on her rocking chair and spied the neighbors from it.
Is this guy
So
getting... I'm sorry. Is this guy getting cock-blocked by his parents from dating a head of state? Like, couldn't Luna just be like, "You are my husband now"?
No, it wasn't that. He was trying to be the royal guard.
It was still. It's like, as soon as Luna is involved in the equation, things should be different.
Well, I mean, this is the whole intrigue of the story, SkyBolt. This is the key pinnacle stuff. You know, like, it's so much tension.
It's SkyBolt.
I like the idea that there was the line about ask Celestia's permission, and Celestia's like, haha, no. Get back to watching the moon, bitch.
Fuck you, computer. I had to sneak out of our house through the garden and a hole in our wooden fence after some houses where I was out of sight stormed to the place outside the city, which I thought they would come along. I had luck and really came this way and could come with them without more question. I think it was in the evening that my mom came back from her shopping trip with my sister and found my letter. But at this time, we were deep in the nearby woods and I totally out of her reach.
He chuckled a little and Luna with him.
After we were there in the woods, I found a place to set up camp and we made a fire in the middle of it. Why would you? Oh, I was like, why would you put a fire in your tent?
Hell yeah. Extreme camping.
And had a great time until 2 days later, an accident happened.
Yeah, because the fire's in your tent.
That knocked out our brony leader completely. There was a panic under the Colts and Phillies then because no one knew the way back, and without an adult to protect us, the wood shows more and more dangerous to us.
And to this time, you have taken over the command?
She asked. Raleigh looked at her, a wondrous look in his eyes.
I think
that's you. Or is that still Kelly? No, it's you, Raleigh.
So you remember the story now?
A little bit. But I say you what? Go on with yours and I will tell you mine.
I say you would.
This kind of reminds me of a mentally advanced Luna and Celestia now.
Yeah.
Oh, what you get.
There's so much reading.
Oh my god.
There is. I'm really sorry for you.
Oh my god.
How much longer is this? This is a long fanfic.
It is a long fanfic.
Well, I mean, we're almost on the halfway page, I think.
That is true. Acceleration mode.
Yeah. Read it quick.
There's so much, though.
Grab some Adderall.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, you want me to speed through it? We could switch up the voices on the fly and just change up everything.
Yeah, there's just too much.
I'll read your bit as Clinton. Sounds fair. Okay. There were another colt in the camp that tried to take over command, but he was only a brute. More strength than brawn, and I like to command others. He tried to make orders with brute force, but that was only frightening the others more and more till they were only a heap of whining and crying foals. At this moment, I thought I had to do something. I had an argument with him in the end of the battle between us that I won, but it was close. After that, I had a speech with my friends there, and together we built a kind of tote for the brony on which we laid him. Then we say, what is this phrasing? Then we sampled up all the foals, giggity, broken up into the camp, my friends, the brute and the others, pulled the tote out of the woods. Luckily, I knew the woods very well, and the woods knew me very well, because I had to make some scouting myself as a colt before. Whenever my parents made a little stroll with my sister and me through them, I had the chance to learn how to read a compass. This was the best my father had learned before me, and he was the boss at his office, and I can only think of the career that brought my mom into this business as his secretary, just like my secretary. Giggity.
Giggity.
Who wants to take over as announcer?
I'll do it.
Cool.
He was quite for a moment to think over it.
Fuck, shall I do a different voice now?
Yeah, let's just change everything up on the fly. What the fuck not?
Shit. Oh, fuck, I can't do an Indian accent with 2 words.
Oh, no.
That's
And
crazy.
then?
Oh, Luna. Oh, wait, no. I'm not an announcer anymore. Announcer.
Did you say something? I didn't hear anything.
It's your turn. It's Luna. Luna asks him to disrupt the
Luna
lines.
asked him to disrupt the silence.
Wait, is this me or Kelly? I can't tell now.
I think it's you. It's all the stories.
And then,
It's
some
his
hours
character.
later, he came out of the woods a little exhausted, but that didn't stop him. But happened to be able to see the distance, the city. You must know my dad found the big city as it was. That city, of course, would be Little Rock. To be as dangerous as my little sister and me to grow up. So we all moved there in the city, here in Equestria, to the house of long gone Grand Pony. Today, my mom is now second in command over the family business. My sister is the secretary there, Secretary of State to be specific, and all lived again in Manhattan. I have to behold the old house of my grandpony where we lived out our childhood, then I like it there. It's nice and quiet. The town, Little Rock, is not so overstuffed and dangerous like Manhattan. The air is better.
Giggity.
Shit, is it me? Oh, I was looking up an Irish accent there.
He looked over to Luna.
And the girls there look and behave better there, too.
Giggity.
Is that so, Luna?
I'm so confused where we are. What, he looked over to Luna.
Yeah, I think it's you with whatever Irish accent you've cooked up.
Bear with, I need like 2 seconds on this accent to try.
Just pull your best Daniel Moman.
Moman?
Get on the fucking video, mate. Come on.
What?
He's watching an accent video.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oi.
Oi!
I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that. I'd be... I can't read and do this. I'd be fine with that.
Is that so?
Is that so? That's not it.
Luna looked.
Oi, be that so?
Looked him with a dangerous twinkle.
Sure, but for me, there's only one pony. That is you, my love. I swear, she was just side piece.
She was
Better
a
for
side
you.
hoe.
Oh, God, I'm doing your accent. Shit. No, that's the accent. I'd be fine. I'd be fine, to be sure. Better for you.
We need Mohan.
We do. And then we'll make him do an Indian accent.
Oh my god.
It's your turn, Needle. Someone's throwing shade. That sounds more Cornish Welsh. Oof, British
Oof, yeah,
accent
big oof.
politics.
That sounds Aussie.
Are we going Aussie now? Should I be Mr. Prime Minister? It's your turn, Needle. You're the announcer
I'm
now.
trying. Fuck you guys. First, he was a little worried over her expression, but after he sees her face, after she sees his face, and must chuckle over it, he knows she only plays with him like she does so often.
Well, short after we were out of the woods, I called one of my Pegasi friends to fly as fast as he could back to the city to call for help. What he had done today, Swiftwind was his name, works in the Pegasi post office and is one of the fastest deliverers there.
He looks over to Luna.
So if you ever need a fast delivery, rather than a nice slow one like with me, you call him and you say that I tell you from him.
Again, 2 seconds for the Irish.
No, not 2 seconds.
I'd be fine. I'll remember that.
You're like
Jesus
an Irish
Christ.
Pokemon.
But what was with your kid? That's fucking not an Irish accent. To be sure. But what was with your cutie mark?
This is what imperialism brings you.
Oh, man.
This is a very troubling accent. Wait, whose turn is it?
It's yours.
I'll remember that. She's... Oh, yeah.
That's what I just said.
That came a little faster. As my friend came back, it was together with some parents of the foals that were with me. Some police ponies and 2 unicorns and palace guards. They all brought us and knocked up. Knocked out guard back to the city where the other parents waited for us. Naturally, my parents and my sister wasn't so happy to see me. And my dad whispered me that I could become 1 year house arrest and still finish my term if we are home.
1 year of house arrest.
Oh, but
But
then your sister arrived at the market. The market.
My sister? What does she want there?
Oh my god.
That sounds so aggressive.
Dublin GTFO. My sister, or I don't know, she asked any pony of us what happened in the woods. Meanwhile, we knocked out the guard and came back to a sense on the tote. They all told her the story about how it was the one who brought them to work together and lead them back out of the woods. My parents were speechless as they heard that and in this moment, my cutie mark appeared before all the ponies' eyes. Wait, was that supposed to be me?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
He proudly tells her, but I'm Princess Luna, I think. Or no, yeah, I am Raleigh. Yeah.
I'm fucking Princess Luna, get out!
I can't remember who I am.
You're this young Cole. Whoever the fuck he is.
Rally flag.
Yeah.
Why is Sky talking like Bill Clinton speaking exclusively in sexual?
That's Bill Clinton.
That is Bill
Literally
Clinton,
what
yeah.
Sky's doing.
I mean, what do you want me to do? Break out a fucking saxophone? I don't got a saxophone anymore. It's still stuck in Monica.
Just start singing Careless Whisper.
Wait, singing what now?
Careless Whisper.
What
With
is
your
that?
Huh?
I don't know that reference.
You don't know Careless Whisper?
I don't think so.
Sky!
Nope.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I have to link SkyBolt
Oh
Careless
god.
Whisper because I cannot have this.
Left unspoken.
No, I can't have you not knowing what SkyBolt.
Meme review.
Oh God. Which one of us wants to attempt a PewDiePie accent?
All right.
PewDiePie! There you
go. George Michael. Okay, how do I listen to this without it being without it playing out over the stream? Let me pull up my phone.
I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet has got no rhythm.
Oh, that saxophone. Yeah, I know the opening. Okay. Yes, I know
Careless
that.
Whisper.
I didn't know it was a song name. I thought it was just some like solo thing. I don't know.
No, it's Careless Whisper. It's George Michael. The man with the most amazing eye.
Top of the morning to ya, Roy Mustang.
See, if you've seen Deadpool, you've heard Careless.
Okay, I have seen Deadpool 1 anyway. I didn't see the second one.
Yes, it was in Deadpool.
Okay. I recognize the opening, but once he starts singing, this is new.
Okay, where were we? Now that
That's
I've
a
had
good
my
question.
he proudly tells her, and then your sister came to parent.
Sky.
Oh wait, that's me?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, my parents were speechless part?
Your sister.
The one below that.
Your sister then came to my parents' house and talked to them as I was surrounded by my friends that cheered me up like I was some sort of hero. Even my sister congrats me on my ass, and that was her first time she was nice to me since I was a newborn, I think. I was happy.
Why would she congratulate you as a newborn?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Does Celestia just go to all of the birthings and congratulate?
Oh, that's right.
No, this is the.
No, this
the
is Rally guy.
This is the guy. So that's just like his older sister or something being a twat.
You know, the albino. Spicy sunlight. I was happy there, but it found a little bit too embracing. After all, it was after he was home again, and in my room I was waiting to be there a couple year, only to come out of school and dinner with nothing other to do than the learning. But after sunset, my dad called me to my room and my ma, and he had a meeting with me. He told me that your sister told them that they had thought over it, and after some moments my father told me that he was okay with it and I could become Royal Guard as long as I became the best one of them all. It's a very high threshold. No pressure. And that was the best moment of time. Maybe after this one we both became a pair.
Har har har.
Lucas,
I think that's you
Luna
with the
Trump.
You gotta do the narration part.
Luna chuckled a little.
But then I think it's Luna's line.
Yeah. Then you must train a little more, don't you think, my dear?
Ouch, that hurts. You gotta loosen the straps.
He answered, but then he chuckled too. What hurts? What hurts?
Yeah, exactly. What does that? It seems like a pinch, or like she punched her, but he just left it out.
Just Luna punches him as hard as she.
Oh God, it's my wedding night all over again.
Oh my God.
Narration parts.
Giggity.
Who's
What?
narrator at the moment?
I think it's you,
Oh,
narrator.
is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. He answered, oh, it's okay. No.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Meanwhile,
They were near the town, but before they entered, Princess Luna to go any further
don't
and
be
lead
going
them
any
near
further.
an old path that would lead them to the old graveyard of Equestria. I
wisest
think we
way,
all know where-
princess.
Yeah.
Falcon Kit.
I'm going to get close to the mic.
Oh God.
That has something to do with the rest of the story.
Or are we doing
Rally.
ASMR?
I don't even
Yeah,
know.
I can do for the rest of his ASMR.
I'm
Oh my god, we
scared.
need to do one reading that is completely ASMR.
Oh, yes, that would be great. We'll find the next one. Chat, if you have any stories, send them to us. Oh, well, the rest of the story, as you know already, was that I was still in training when the when the 1,000-year spell broke and Nightmare Moon came back. At this time, I wished I was already a full member of the Guard, and that could have helped your sister against her. From you, I didn't know anything at this time.
This was
Again,
intentional.
Luna
Now it's
what are you doing?
1,000 years. Crimson eyes. Position. Richie. I'm having to lean so far over my computer. Which you have now, as I said before. But at this time, I was mad over my sister and the other ponies. To like the day more than the night, than that they love my sister more than me. But this one close friend of mine prevents me from becoming a victim to the shadows. More that haunts my dreams. I can't do that. I'm running out of breath.
I was going to say, now I just want to do them all in Dark Knight voices.
I can do a Batman.
I'll do
Then
Harley.
one day, there was this war against the Crystal Empire and his dark. We battled brave, but my sister was knocked out from his dark powers of fear. So I had to battle him alone. And at this time, his dark power meets my own. And
I had to avenge my parents.
something snapped in me. I could feel another person in me. It was as if my darkest self was awakened. And I don't remember clearly what happened next. When I came to myself, the Christian Empire and its leader was vanished. I had found my sister in the ruins of the castle. After she woken up again, she meant that he has destroyed himself. And he has completed kingdom as he died. But I know it better. It was my dark power that had known this all. So he wasn't able to see it. But I could still feel this mother of mine in me lurking there, waiting for its chance to strike
I'm just expecting
like
him
a
to start
wild
like,
okay, the narrator. Cool.
I don't even know where the fuck we are.
They came.
They came back to the entrance of the very old graveyard, and going through it, they followed a second path that split up from the main path.
It's still you.
Oh, okay. Rally Flag wasn't here any time before, but Luna likes to know it very well and doesn't show any signs of alertness. So he listened to her story again as they goes on.
The nights after this war were horrible to me. This dark thing in me whispered in my ear. Dreams makes me sick of jealous. And in the end, I began to hate my sister. Even my friend couldn't reach my thoughts and heart anymore. And someday, it burst out of me.
Giggity.
Narration.
Kelly sounds like a rampant cocaine.
Oh my god.
They arrived on the separate part of the graveyard where only two statues stand. It shows two different alicorns. One was clearly to see the dark alicorn Nightmare Moon out of the dark midnight black marble.
Why's marble
But the
gotta be
other
black?
made of pure white marble, he doesn't know. As they arrived, Luna stands there, silent for a while, and tears formed in her eyes as she looked up to the statue of her long-lost friend. As Raleigh sees this, he goes to her, reached out with his own left wing to hug her flank.
So
Like,
he's just grabbing
She
some.
has made it for... Like, she has made more with him.
That's a good lesson, fellas. If you ever see your woman just kind of sad and crying, just go grab her ass. That'll make her feel better.
No, made it like sex. Like, they made it together. That's why he's hugging her butt, because they've had sex.
I mean, that's still, again, timing. The timing is not good. She's
Please
like,
don't hug your lady friend's butt without their permission. Consent is everything.
what is this, like an anime convention?
It's okay, Raleigh. The feelings have overcome me for a moment.
You do sound like a... Where I lost.
She wiped her tears.
She wiped her tears with her left wing from her face and looked back up to the statues and finally continued.
Again, in the past.
Oh, sorry.
Celestia!
Okay, I'll do Celestia's Bane.
Yeah.
Bane or
She
Joker?
was-
What do you want, chat?
Bane. It's got to be Bane. I think. But yeah, that's kind of chat. Yeah, sorry.
She calls out to her sister. She was on the way out.
Luna, what is it, dear sister?
She turned to look at her, and then she appeared shocked. She appeared shocked a step back.
Luna, what about you?
Don't play it on the nice floor, sister. I know the truth. The ponies love your day more than my night. I have enough to be in your shadow.
Luna, that's enough.
Enough!
She yelled at her sister.
I have enough of you, sister. There's only one place for one princess in Celestia, and that shall be me.
There's only room for one princess in Celestia, and it's May.
For the shocked eyes of Celestia, she unleashed her dark power. She raised the moon in the middle of the day and brought Equestria's first solar eclipse in history. Outside the castle, the ponies and Brony, all shocked and feared to this uncommon event. The guards had all hands full to bring back order to the streets, as ponies ran like panicked chickens.
See, I'm picturing
Pegasi.
ponies and bronies, like a bunch of like
Yeah.
bronies on all fours, just like running around next to them.
Even the Pegasi flew to their houses and locked themselves up in fear. But here, Luna's power outburst didn't end. The dark power surrounds her like some living being. But before it enclosed her, out of nowhere, Crimson Eyes stormed right to, tackled her, and knocked Luna from her hoop. As she lies on the ground, stand over her and yelled,
Luna, no! Don't do this, dear sister! This isn't you!
"This isn't
Silence!
That wasn't Celestia. That was Crimson Eyes. So.
Luna!
Oh, sorry.
No! Don't do this, dear princess. This isn't you.
Silence!
It's like bat metal.
And her power burst and blasted him to other side of the hall against the wall. The wall busted under my body slammed into it, but sank to the ground, broken and coughing up blood.
Crimson!
Luna's so sorrowful. Before the dark night.
The dark night.
A dark sphere appeared around her and enveloped her completely for some seconds, where only the long cry of loss.
No!
Loss.
But it's
just like my parents.
a manic, insane laughter here. Before the sphere collapsed in the shape of black alicorns emerged from it. She was different from Luna. She was bigger, but on the same time thinner than her. Her tooth looked sharp as knives, and her eyes was sliced and full of hatred. Her mane and tail looks like a dark moon night with only some little stars on it. That all warmth to the world. As her laughter dies, she looks down at Celestia.
Sister! Luna! What? Wait, who the fuck is
Am I
saying
Luna
that?
now? I think that was
Celestia
Celestia.
saying that.
Are we switching
Oh, it's
now?
actually, sorry, no. It's, I just thought it was like Luna or Nightmare Moon. I'm thinking,
Sister
anyway, yeah.
Luna! What?
I'm not your little sister Luna. I am Nightmare Moon.
She shot a dark energy beam from her horn to where her sister stands. So she had no other choice but to dodge. Nightmare Moon's shot the next shot hits ceiling and bursts a big hole into it, which Celestia had escaped into the night sky. Crimson Eyes couldn't do a thing. He must see how Nightmare Moon followed her through the hole into the sky to catch and defeat her. He would help Celestia. He would rescue his friend Luna, but he was weak from heavy wounded. But then something speaks to him. Did you wait? Oh,
Who's this
it's
supposed to be?
I don't know. It's another thing. It's a
Go for it. Go crazy.
Oh, it's a mysterious voice. Okay. Could do this whispering one.
Do you really like to rescue Prince?
yes.
Even it would cost your own.
Also asked the mysterious voice. Yes, even then.
You sound so constipated.
This is really hot. It's a voice. A warm light emerged from the stone block in his near.
It probably meant rear.
I have no idea what's
Stone
going
block
on.
in his rear, and something came out of it.
We will show you how you can rescue her. Faith, but you will be the one to wear it.
I will do all I can and accept her fate as mine, whatever it will cost me, he answered without a second thought. She doesn't know it, but he loved her with all of his heart and soul, and he would do anything to rescue her and prevent her from whatever fates has foreseen. While this he enveloped in a warm light which heals, gave him the knowledge that what must be done. Meanwhile,
I'm sorry, I can't.
Sky
Sky, can you put on the Rises stuff like really quietly in the background now? Because I think this is about to come down.
Oh, which accent?
No. The The song.
Oh, which song?
The Moon Rises. I can't remember the exact song. When they're fighting, but
You
You should
mean
know which one. The EP, The Moon Rises.
It's not
It is
The
The
Moon
Moon Rises.
Rises. That's Lullaby for a Princess.
Oh fuck! Shit, which one is this? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I could play the instrumental. You mean? I can do that.
Yeah, stick it on.
Okay, I will get that going.
Cheers. Just to add the atmosphere, But anyway, carry on.
You probably won't hear it, but I'll get it going.
That's fine.
After this, I have to go make myself some tea and honey. My voice is getting.
I think it's whose line is it?
Narration.
It's mine, but I was waiting. Started.
Okay.
Did you get it started?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Meanwhile, under the cold sky, that both sisters fought a deadly battle of power. Magical energy bolts shoots here and there, and never hit one of the two. Instead, the castle was heavily damaged, but then it happens. Oh well, heavily damaged. Not a big deal. Whatever. As Celestia flew over the hole in the ceiling of her throne room, Nightmare Moon shoots one last blast that sends her sister in the back. They cry of pain and she falls to the ground. But short before she crashes in it, a white aura envelops her and her fall was stopped.
What?
That was Celestia.
Oh, what?
Oh, right. No.
Specifically.
Princess Celestia, we must stop her.
Crimson Eyes? But how?
You must use the Stones of Harmony and banish Nightmare Moon to the moon.
What kind of ex machina bullshit is this?
As he stands before her, she looked at him with pain in her eyes, of the thought to ban her sister, even if she has become a daemon.
Do you really know what you ask me for?
It's the only way. The stones have said to me themselves.
I have a shotgun too, it would be fast. They have, but...
No time for explanations. I will get her attention and give you the time to prevent yourself.
With this, he jumped in the air and crashed.
And demonstrated some results.
With this, he jumped in the air and crashed his hooves forward in the body of this. In this moment, in the whole Nightmare Moon appeared.
What the?
That was
the guy.
It's supposed to be Luna.
Luna? Oh.
Oh, shit. What the?
I will not let you murder our princess.
As they separate from each other, the dark alicorn laughed icy.
And you really think you can hold me off?
Oh my god.
With friendship and my love, I will make.
You want me to take over the narration? I think Celestia's dead.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Shoot, what voice for the narration?
German.
What?
German.
Oh god. And with this, he concentrated his power to his horn, uses the technique, and he was shown by the mighty stones of harmony. I think this is Needle.
That is me.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm dying a little.
Your fate is now my fate, and my fate will be yours.
He chanted to her while the vital, shining energy sphere increasingly gained over his head to force.
We lost guy.
Can you hear me? I can hear
I
you.
lost.
Did anyone else just hear a completely different person just say no?
Yeah.
No!
No, it wasn't you, I swear.
Supposed to be Nightmare Moon.
Okay,
Saying
anyway,
that.
sorry, where are we? No!
Nightmare Moon yelled and shot another dark energy bolt right to him to prevent him from whatever he was doing. But then something happened that no pony ever thought possible. The dark energy bolt was sucked up in the white sphere and disappeared. Angry, she shot one bolt after another, but all of them disappeared into the glowing sphere too.
What is it, magic?
She yelled, questioning him.
You will see.
He yelled back and shot the sphere right at her. She had no time to dodge and was hit cold. Again she yelled, but this time it was pure pain. Her silhouette...
My leg!
Her silhouette loosed on the
Medic?
clarity. And after some more seconds, there was Princess Luna again. As the sphere let her body free, she fell to the earth like a stone, but was catched by her loving friend and brought safely down. Luna looked different than before. Her fur color looked bleached, and her mane and tail was still Generation 1. Was without paint! And she looked very weak.
I'm sorry, my love. This was the only way to help you and prevent you from a
He kissed her goodbye. Then she looked over to her sister, which was powered up by the magic of the stones to help him.
And this will really be necessary.
That's supposed to be Celestia.
Oh.
Oh, how do you know that?
And this will really be necessary? She asked.
Yes.
A sad look in her face.
Yes. The stones have told me that the evil force need a host, or it will fly back to Luna and transition when this.
Celestia.
Then so be it, she says, and together they rose into the air. A dark being of pure black energy tries to break out of the sphere. With one last look to his beloved Luna, crimson eyes flied right into it and let himself be consumed from the dark powers. It was at this very soul and heart ripped from his body. His thoughts became dark, hateful, and sent a bloodlust he never felt before. In this very moment, he was himself one last tear, escaped the transformation, and falls down to where Luna lies. The tear hit her body, and she awakened from her unconsciousness to see her friend transformed from the dark force, which was once part of her own. Too weak to do anything, she cried silently as she must see how her sister used the power of the Stones of Harmony to banish this now evil brownie to the moon, forever to be printed as a shadow on it. Back to the present? Back to the present.
After that, I fell asleep to around 1,000. Too exhausted from this transfer and the shadow. Which is, I need a different voice now. We're back in the present.
What was it, the Irish? I don't even know.
I'll go back to a female voice. After that, I fell asleep for around 1,000 years, too exhausted from this transfer and the shadow, which was now part of my beloved moon. After I awakened again, my sister told me that this diamond...
She showed it to Rally Flag so she could see it twinkle in the moonlight.
was reformed from the last tear my friend lost for me. I let the best goldsmith form this pendant and the chain for me, and every time on Nightmare Night I wear it in remembrance for my friend. That's much better.
Rally Flag doesn't know what he should say to this and remained silent for a while, but then he asked, but the story doesn't end there, does it?
No.
Luna shook her head sadly.
After 1,000 years, the magical seal broke and he was released from his prison on my room. He wasn't the caring friend from the past anymore. He has lost the battle against the dark, devoured by it. His dark powers have even become stronger over the years, and my sister and I was no match for him. But then Twilight Sparkle found the crown that was destined to be hers, and she found out that the truth, as the stone in the crown shows her the truth of what was really happened in the past. She and her friends used the power of her friendship to banish Nightmare Moon's evil power forever to the deepest dark parts of the Wonderworld, and back and leaving only the dead body of my former friend, which now lies here for his last rest.
And here she ended her story and cried, salty tears of loss. Rally Flag embraced her with his wings so she could cry on his shoulders. He looks up to both the marble statues, then he saw it on the outline of the flank. Oh my god. On the outline of the flank of the Alicorni statue was a cutie mark of fine silver. That wasn't to see before. It shows a half moon with a tear that drops down from it, but at that moment again it was gone. Rally Flag wasn't sure if he has really seen it or if it was an illusion, but in his heart he thanks the brave pony for all the accents that we couldn't maintain over the course of the show. For his historic deed and safe to be on his beloved Luna. The end. Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
That was a marathon.
That was.
How many words was that?
Luna, towards the end,
Yeah.
Kelly, it sounded like a weird mix between the Mad Hatter and the Dormouse.
That's like perfect pitch. Absolutely perfect pitch.
Well, that was fun, and now my voice is thrash.
I was gonna say, yeah. Do we have any?
It was 5,000 words, by the way.
Damn,
5,366.
it felt like it. Normally, we
Yeah.
go between 1,000 and 3,000 words for our stories.
Yeah.
Stories.
Yeah, it was way too long. Let's not do
Let's not do that again. I'm worn out. I need some orange juice.